Good evening, everyone. Enlighten up. What's up? So, this is going to be the first video of a new series that I want to try out. I will add to it as new spells that I develop, become created, and as I choose to talk about them. But this series is essentially going to be about spells that I have successfully developed myself, or I'm just fiddling around with my camera here to get it in the best position. That looks good. Woo! High five. What's life if you can't high five yourself, ladies and gentlemen? Please ask yourselves that. So, this series, as I was saying, is a series basically about the spells that I've developed. And I'm putting out there because I would like for them to be shared. I would like for the effort that I have put into these spells to be used by those who find themselves in need of a particular brand of energy that they don't know how to develop themselves or emulate themselves or find themselves. Now, this series will really only be useful to those who are energy sensitive because, well, I'm doing a video and it's not like there's going to be graphics on the screen. Only the people who are energy sensitive can feel or see or hear what I am doing. So, without further ado, the first spell that I would like to talk about is the first spell actually I ever developed that was based in self-love. I created a lot of spells before this, but this one was inspired by somebody very near and dear to me who is a very strong advocate for self-love. Well, that was cool. 222, right as I said that. It is called Impurious. So basically, what I will do first is I will cast the spell around me. Impurious. I'll say that a little louder so I can actually... First, what I'm actually going to do, because I didn't realize I haven't done it, is I'm going to connect with Source, so I have a lot more energy to move instead of just using my own. For those of you who are energy sensitive, you definitely just felt that. So much light just shifted and came around me. Impurious! Now, I've casted this spell at a mid-level intensity. Ooh, it's so warm and stuff. I'm getting all, ooh. So basically, for those of you who can feel what I'm feeling or are learning how to feel these things or see these things, what you'll notice or what you'll see first off is a big orb of light around me, almost in the shape of an egg. And imagine almost every color of the rainbow shining, almost like all the colors are crystallized into that egg and are shining around that egg as to embody the complete diversity of the light. It feels so warm. I have to stop talking and just feel it. For those of you who would like to use this spell at home, I don't have anything I use to cast the spell. other than when I call upon it and just say Impurious. But that first imagery will be what will help you if you're going to learn to use my spell from scratch. Just feeling that orb of light. It's not like any orb of light, though. It almost looks exactly like the moon. The way I would describe this spell at its essence isn't just self-love. It also, I kind of tinkered with it the other day and also made it a spell of protection. And it also has very strong elements of grounding without the sensation of actually being grounded. It's like you're being grounded in light. So you're not connected completely with the earth, but you still feel it in the sensation of your feet coming back down to earth, but being one with the light at the same time. I just noticed I just realized I hadn't given an explanation for this. I didn't even notice it, like remember it till now. I'm dyeing my hair. It got wet and it distracted me. So those would be the main characteristics of this spell for you to think about. And if you need some assistance, the best stones I could think of to combine to emulate this energy would be a combination of tourmaline, selenite, amethyst, and if you really need some help getting started, I would also say quartz. Those stones collectively would be what my intuition just told me would be the closest way to build up the energy of Impurious. If you can't just, if you're not a visual or just, you do it first and then I'll do it kind of learner, and you can't see or feel the energy and just pick it up like that, that would be the advice I give to you for stones. If you need an incantation, the incantation, let me see what spirit and the spell itself, the energy of the spell will allow to be used to call it. I am safe, but at the same time, I am one with everything. I'm here because here is the only moment to be had, and here I am not burdened by the emotions, fears, angers, and past hurt of my life and my story. If I had to give Impurious a color, like I said, it would be its rainbow color. But if I had to give the first color, I would say rainbow moonstone. It has this essence, this glimmer of rainbow moonstone. This spell can be accessible to anybody. All you have to do is just watch the video and follow the instructions that I've given. And if you're more energy inclined, you'll be able to self-teach and just feel it, and with practice, replicate it. So that will conclude video number 1 of this series, Spell of the Day, or something like that. Ooh, instead of Soup of the Day, it's like Spell of the Day. I amuse myself greatly. It's quite a blessing. If you have any questions or interests in this kind of spell, just comment. Anyways, that's all for now. Have a good night.